Hey all you Switch fans, welcome back to What's New in the eShop for the third full week of May of 2022. I'm going to highlight what I think are the best looking games coming out this week, and there will be a Sizzle Reel at the end with the rest of the games. Alright, I did want to address really quick, last week we had the Indie World presentation. I'm not really going to talk about my full impressions of that, but there were 4 shadow drops. Normally I won't go back and talk about shadow drops from a previous week, but they're 4 fairly decent looking titles, so let's really quick go over those. First of all, we have Opus, Echo of Star Song, Full Bloom Edition. That is a mouthful of a title. But Opus Echo of Star Song is the definitive edition of a visual style novel adventure game, now with all new voice acting. Asteroids emitting a sound known as star songs have become the center of conflict for the immense power they hold. Determined to claim asteroids of his own, a young man ventures out with a girl who can imitate star songs, lending her voice to unravel an ancient myth deep in the heart of space. So yeah, again, it is a visual novel style game, totally not my genre that I have any interest in. But the Steam version is very well reviewed, so I think if you're into this genre, you're going to really probably enjoy this one. This is actually part of a series of games under the title Opus, but my understanding is that all 3 games take place very far apart as far as their chronological order, so you don't need to have played the other ones to enjoy this one, so you can jump in without ever having touched the other ones. And it is undoubtedly a beautiful game, so I think as far as the visual part of a visual novel, it's got that down. Opus Echo of Star Song is $24.99. Alright, also shadow dropped was Soundfall. Soundfall is a fast-paced, music-based dungeon crawler that combines looter-shooter action with rhythm-based gameplay to create a world of music unlike any other. So yeah, just like the description states, this is a dungeon crawler but all set to rhythm-based action. So you gotta time those attacks with the beats of the music. It does have up to 4-player co-op. And the early reviews coming in so far are extremely solid, so it sounds like it's a good choice for fans of that genre mashup. And Soundfall released for $29.99. Alright, also shadow dropped was Mini Motorways. From the makers of Mini Metro, Mini Motorways is a game about drawing the roads that drive a growing city. Build a road network, one road at a time, to create a bustling metropolis. Redesign your city to keep the traffic flowing, and carefully manage upgrades to meet the changing demands. How long can you keep the cities of the world moving? I have played Mini Metro before, and it is really fun and solid, so I think this is probably a really good choice. And Mini Motorways did release for a price of $14.99. Alright, and the last shadow drop was Gibbon Beyond the Trees. Gibbon Beyond the Trees is a hand-drawn adventure following a lost gibbon as they embark on a dangerous journey into unknown lands. Race to freedom in liberation mode, or play through an hour-long narrative that captures the real struggle of living creatures around the world. Master the gibbon's art of brachiation, which is swinging from branch to branch, at high speed, building momentum, pulling off spectacular somersaults, and launching yourself higher and further into the air with the help of your fellow gibbons, feeling the thrill and exhilaration of life in an untamed jungle. I was really excited for Gibbon. It really has a gorgeous art style. It is essentially an auto runner, and it's all about just timing your grabs and your sliding. Unfortunately, a lot of the early reviews though say it is absolutely riddled with frame rate problems, which for a game that is all about sort of zen-like movement and flow is absolutely game-breaking. So I'm crossing my fingers and hoping it gets a patch soon. I really actually want to try this one in the future, but I'm definitely not going to be touching it until I hear it does get a patch. But Gibbon Beyond the Trees did release for $14.99. Alright, let's move on to this week's releases. Alright, first of all, we have Onimusha, which is a DLC for Furi. Rediscover Furi with the Onimusha Rider, a powerful fighter that alternates between 2 stances, fast and agile, or slower but lethal, until she's able to unleash the devastating power of the star. A completely unique and redefining way to play Furi. So if you're not familiar with Furi, it is a Bosch Rust style game mixed with a bullet hell style game. It was very well critically received, so if you're into that style of game, you will definitely enjoy it, and this just adds a whole new level of gameplay to it. The Onimusha DLC by itself is $6.99, but upon the release of the DLC, there will be a combo pack that includes the game and the DLC, Furi Modor Edition, for $24.99. Furi by itself is $19.99. Personally, I would recommend waiting for a sale. The base game has gone on sale multiple times for very cheap discount prices. So for me, and I'm jumping in for the first time, I would wait for a base game discount and then just pick up the DLC separately. But if you already own the base game and you loved it, I'm sure you are going to be very excited to pick up this DLC. All right, on May 17th, from Sega, we have 2 Point Campus. It's time to spin academia on its head. Got a yearning for learning or just keen to build an educational masterpiece? Campus is jam-packed with new creative tools to help you build the university of your dreams. So this is a simulation game where you are managing a university, but it's not any normal university. It is a crazy university with very strange classes. You have everything from a night school class where you teach them how to joust, to a gastronomy class where they just build absolutely crazy food concoctions. So yes, it is a simulation, but it is very goofy and silly and lighthearted. I know the studio's previous game, 2 Point Hospital, was very well reviewed and very well received, so I am sure that this is going to turn out very well also. And 2 Point Campus will release for the price of $39.99. This is a large, full game. It is definitely not just a simple little indie game, so I think the price is definitely worth it. All right, on May 19th, we have Deadcraft. Welcome to Deadcraft, a new twist on the zombie survival action genre. In a world ravaged by a deadly virus, half-zombie Reed must survive not only by taking an axe, weed whacker, or anything he can get his hands on to hordes of the undead, but by growing some zombie followers of his own. Choose your allies and enemies wisely as you try to make it through the apocalypse alive. So yeah, this is a zombie survival action game, but it does definitely have a wicked sense of humor. I think it's absolutely hysterical that you actually grow zombie followers. So it actually has like a sort of a Stardew Valley farming aspect. So yeah, definitely a very silly take on the zombie action survival genre. It does have a demo available, so you can check it out first to make sure it's your cup of tea. I personally have very high hopes for this. I think it looks like a lot of fun. Deadcraft does release for $24.99. It does have a launch sale price of 10% off for $22.49, and that will last until May 30th. All right, on May 19th, we have Snow Bros Special. Snow Bros is actually an old arcade game. This is a remake of it, but in Snow Bros, you play as the snowman, and you are throwing snow at your enemies, turning them into big balls of snow, and then kicking them into the other enemies. That is quite frankly basically it. It is very straightforward arcade action fun. So if you're a fan of the original, I'm sure you're going to like it. Or if you like games like Bubble Bobble, that would also be an indicator you'd probably enjoy this one. And Snow Bros Special does release at a price of $19.99. All right, on May 19th, we also get They Always Run. The galaxy's inhabitants have been swamped by crime since the fall of the Empire. Being able to find anyone, anywhere has become a highly prized skill. Aiden is a 3-armed bounty hunter who must hunt down the most dangerous and elusive cutthroats in the galaxy. Some bounties are rewarded with money, others with valuable information that Aiden can use to find the people who set him on his path, all while getting embroiled in a galaxy-wide conspiracy. So yeah, this is a very exciting 2D platformer. It's got that space western setting, some really amazing looking combat sequences. Of course, you're hunting down these bounties, having to catch them. This is a Metroidvania style game, and I'm always down for those style of games. It is very well received on Steam with very high reviews overall. I think this game definitely has the potential to become a major sleeper hit on the Switch. And They Always Run does release for the price of $19.99. All right, so go ahead and get comfortable for this sizzle reel of the rest of the games coming out this week.
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill. to say sorry. Oh, maybe I'll leave, baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill.
All right, so what'd you think of all those new games? For me personally, I think the standout ones are Deadcraft, hopefully will be good, and They Always Run. Let me know down in the comments below what caught your eye for this week. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. And until next time, I hope you have great gaming, tricksters. Bye-bye.